Hello students, welcome to OLE. This is a chemistry class. In today's video, we are going to study how we can balance the given reaction. In the previous session, we have studied what a balanced equation is. So here now some of the equations are given to us. These equations which are unbalanced are regarded as skeletal equations. So we are going to balance these skeletal equation and we are going to get the balanced equation for the same. Let us see how. So the first equation that is given to us is CO2 plus H2O, that gives out C6H12O6O2. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make the table of elements, reactants and product. Okay, and then name the elements here, write the symbol of elements here. In the section of elements, the symbol is carbon for C and oxygen, then hydrogen. So only these three elements are present in the given reaction. Now write the number of atoms present in the reactant side and in the product side. So for carbon, how many carbon atoms are present in the reactant side? This is only 1. And how many carbon atoms are present in the product side? 6. Now oxygen, how many atoms of oxygen are present in the reactant side? 2 plus 1, that is 3. And how many oxygen atoms are present in the product side? 6 plus 2, that is 8. Now, how many hydrogen atoms are present in the reactant side? 2. And how many hydrogen atoms are present in the product side? 12. So we have exactly got the elements present in the given reaction and the number of atoms of these elements in the reactant side and in the product side. Now what we have to do, we can see that the numbers are not equal in the reactant side and in the product side, because the balancing of chemical equations is based on the law of conservation of mass, that says that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That means number of atoms on the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms on the product side. Okay, so we have to balance the number. How we can balance the number? By making it equal. Okay, so the first step, we are going to balance the carbon, the number of carbon atoms. So in the first step, what we are seeing here that in the reactant side, the number of carbon atom is only 1 and in the product side it is 6. So how we can balance it? By multiplying the reactant side by 6. So if we are going to multiply the reactant side by 6, so the number of carbon atoms on the reactant side and on the product side will be equal. Okay. Now the oxygen. So first of all, let us write the equation first. So we are writing here CO2 plus H2O, that is C6H12O6 plus O2, right? So because we have multiplied the reactant side by 6, so I am putting 6 here. Because of multiplying the reactant side by 6, you can see the oxygen, the number of oxygen atoms also increases. Now the number of oxygen atom in the reactant side is 6 multiplied by 2, that is 12, plus 1, that is 13. So now the number of oxygen atom is 13 instead of 3. Okay. Now we have to balance the number of hydrogen atoms. Now how we gonna balance the number of hydrogen atoms? In the product side, the number of hydrogen atom is 12 and in the reactant side, number of hydrogen atom is 2. Okay. So how we can make it equal? By multiplying by 6. So if we multiply this by 6, so we have got 6 2s are 12 hydrogen atom in the reactant side and 12 hydrogen atoms in the product side. Now let us see whether the oxygen atom is equal, the number of oxygen atom is equal or not. Now on the reactant side, the number of oxygen atom is 6 multiplied by 2, that is 12, plus 6, that is 18. Number of oxygen atom is 18, but in the product side number of oxygen atom is 8 only. So how we can make this 8 number of oxygen atoms, we can make it to 18. So let us just multiply this oxygen molecule by 6. If we multiply this oxygen molecule by 6, let us see 6 2s are 12 plus 6 18. So in this case, in this way, we can get the balanced chemical equation. So what is the final balanced chemical equation? The final balanced chemical equation is 6CO2 plus 6H2O, that gives out C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Here you can see the number of atoms of every element in the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms of every element in the product side. Let us count one again. 6 carbon atoms, 6 carbon atoms, 6 2s are 12 plus 6, that is 18 oxygen atoms. 6 plus 6 2s are 12, that is 18 oxygen atoms. 6 2s are 12 hydrogen atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. So this is your balanced chemical equation. Now let us see what is the second equation that is given to us. That is SiCl4 plus H2O, that gives out H4SiO4 plus HCl. Now we are gonna balance this chemical equation in the similar way. So our next equation is SiCl4 plus 4H2O gives out H4SiO4 plus HCl. In the similar way we have balanced the previous chemical equation, we are going to balance this one as well. So first of all, draw the table. Draw 3 sections of it. In the first section write elements, second में reactants, and in third products. Okay. In the section of elements you have to write the symbol of elements that are present in the given chemical equation. So silicon, then chlorine, then hydrogen, and then oxygen. Now you have to carefully count the number of silicon atoms present on the reactant side and in the product side. So silicon atoms present on the reactant side is 1, on the product side it is also 1. Now carefully count the chlorine atoms present on the reactant side and on the product side. Chlorine atom 4 and here only 1. So 4 and 1. Now carefully count the number of hydrogen atoms on the reactant side, that is 2, and on the product side, that is 4 plus 1, 5. Okay. Now oxygen atom 1 and here 4. Alright. Now we have to balance this equation. How we gonna balance this equation? By making the number of given atoms of the elements equal from the product side and reactant side. Okay. Here you can see कि reactant side में और product side के number of atoms में जो है वो equal नहीं है ये number of atoms. So we have to make this equal. How we are going to make this equal? Let us see. Now chlorine atom जो है, जो हमारा chlorine atom है वो reactant side में कितने हैं? 4 हैं और product side में कितने हैं? सिर्फ 1 हैं. So what we gonna do? We gonna multiply this by 4. Okay. So as we have multiplied this by 4, तो अब हमारे जो क्लोरीन आटम तो हमारे बैलेंस हो गए, इधर भी 4 हो गए, इधर भी 4 हो गए, पर हाइड्रोजन आटम की गिनती में देखिए फर्क आ गया है. 4 और 4 8 हो गए. यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन आटम यहाँ पे 4 थे और यहाँ पे 4 थे, तो अब 5 की जगह हाइड्रोजन आटम हमारे कितने हो गए? 8 हो गए. ठीक है. अब ऑक्सीजन आटम की अगर हम बात करें, देखिए सिलिकॉन आटम जो है वो ऑलरेडी बैलेंस्ड है, क्लोरीन भी हमारे बैलेंस हो गए. यहाँ पे क्लोरीन को बैलेंस करने के चक्कर में जो हमारे हाइड्रोजन आटम्स थे वो भी बढ़ गए. तो अभी हाइड्रोजन आटम्स को थोड़ा साइड में रखते हैं, पहले ऑक्सीजन आटम की बारी देखते हैं कि ऑक्सीजन आटम रिएक्टेंट साइड में कितने हैं? सिर्फ 1, वेयर एज ऑन इन द प्रोडक्ट साइड इट इज 4. सो वी कैन मल्टीप्लाई दिस बाय 4. सो दोनों इक्वल हो जाएंगे. लेट अस मल्टीप्लाई दिस बाय 4. जब हम ऑक्सीजन के लिए इस कंपाउंड में 4 मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो हाइड्रोजन की गिनती भी बढ़ जाती है. नाउ हाइड्रोजन इज 8 on the reactant side because it has also been multiplied by 4. Now you can see silicon 1 on the both side, chlorine 4 and 4, hydrogen 2 multiplied by 4 that is 8 and 8 here, oxygen 1 multiplied by 4 and 4. That means this is our balanced chemical equation. Why? Because the number of atoms of elements on the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms of elements on the product side. So our final balanced equation is SiCl4 plus 4H2O gives out H4 SiO4 plus 4HCl. This is our final balanced chemical equation. Now let us jump to the third equation. So the third equation that is given to us is Al plus HCl, that gives out AlCl3 plus H2. Let us write it once here. Al plus HCl gives out AlCl3 plus H2, right? We have to balance this given chemical equation. Again we will balance in the similar way. Make a table, draw 3 sections, one for element, then reactants, then products. Write the symbols of the elements given in the chemical equation, that is Al, H and Cl. Okay. Now carefully count the number of atoms on the reactant side and write it here. Al is only 1, aluminium atom is only 1 in number, and in the product side it is also only 1 in number. In hydrogen, in case of hydrogen, let us count only 1 and here 2. In the case of chlorine, it is only 1 and here 3, right? Now we have to balance it. Always remember, we are balancing these equations by trial and error method, okay? Now, so the aluminium is already balanced, that is 1 on each side. Hydrogen is not balanced, so let us multiply hydrogen by 2 on the reactant side. If we multiply the hydrogen by 2 on the reactant side, the number of chlorine atom also increases. So it is also being multiplied. Hydrogen is being balanced, but chlorine atom is not balanced. 2 and 3, it is still not balanced. So what we can do here, how we can balance the chlorine atoms in this given equation? Let us multiply this whole by 2. Okay, we are multiplying this whole compound aluminium chloride, we are multiplying this whole compound by 2. Now, because we have multiplied in the product side, so the number of aluminium atoms increases and the number of chlorine atom also increases, and it has become 6. Number of chlorine atom has become 6. Because number of aluminium atom has increases to 2, so we have to multiply by 2 here as well. So 2 aluminium atoms. Again, aluminium atoms are balanced. Okay, balanced means equal on both the side, that is reactant and products. Now for hydrogen atoms, for chlorine atoms, let us first discuss. For chlorine atoms, 2 into 3. On the product side, number of chlorine atom is 6, and on the reactant side, number of chlorine atom is 2. Okay, so what if instead of multiplying this by 2, we will multiply this by 6? Let me write this again for you. 2Al plus HCl gives out 2AlCl3 plus H2, right? So I am saying that on the product side, number of chlorine atom is 6, okay? And on the reactant side, number of chlorine atom is 1. So how we can balance? Let us just multiply this whole compound by 6. Now on the reactant side, number of chlorine atom is 6, as well as on the product side, number of chlorine atom is 6. Now let us talk about the hydrogen atom, because hydrogen atom is not balanced. How? Let us see. 2 aluminium atoms, okay. 6 hydrogen atoms, whereas only 2 hydrogen atoms are there. So let us multiply this by 3. Okay, let us multiply this by 3. Now count 6H 3 2 जा 6 H, हाइड्रोजन एटम भी 6 हो गए हमारे और यहाँ पे भी 6 हो गए हाइड्रोजन एटम्स, ठीक है। और अगर क्लोरीन एटम्स की बात करें तो 2 into 3 that is 6 and here also 6 क्लोरीन एटम्स। सो फाइनली एक बार देख लेते हैं, 2 एल्यूमिनियम एटम, 2 एल्यूमिनियम एटम, 6 हाइड्रोजन, 3 2 जा 6 हाइड्रोजन, 6 chlorine and 2 3 are 6 chlorine. So this is your final balanced equation, that is 2Al plus 6HCl gives out 2AlCl3 plus 3H2. Okay. Now let us jump to the fourth equation. So our fourth equation is Na2CO3 plus HCl gives out NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Okay. So let us write Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate, plus HCl hydrochloric acid gives out NaCl sodium chloride plus H2O water plus CO2. Let us write it here. Okay, plus CO2. Right. Now we have to balance this equation in the similar way we were balancing the other ones. Okay, now draw a table here. Make 3 sections: elements, reactants and product. Okay. Now in the element section, what you gonna write? You gonna write the symbol of the given elements in the equation. So sodium, that is Na, carbon, that is C, then oxygen, then hydrogen and chlorine. So these are the elements that is given in the equation. Okay. Now you, in the reactant side, you have to count the number of atoms, and in the product side you have to count the number of atoms of the given element. Okay, so sodium 2, sodium here 1, carbon 1, here carbon 1, hydrogen 1 and here hydrogen 2, oxygen 3 and here oxygen 1 and 2, 3, chlorine 1, here chlorine 1. Okay, so I guess sodium is not balanced here. The number of sodium atoms in reactant side is unequal to the number of sodium atoms in the product side. Carbon is equal, oxygen is equal, hydrogen is unequal. So now what we have to do, we have to multiply this by 2 in order to make the sodium atom 2 in number. So we will multiply this by 2. Okay, so that means we have put it here 2. Now because we have multiplied this by 2, chlorine atoms will also increased by 2. Right? Chlorine atom is also increased by 2. And now the because now here the chlorine atoms are increased by 2. So on the reactant side, we need to make it 2 on the reactant side as well. Okay, so now we have to multiply this by 2. If we have multiplied this by 2, so we have to put 2 here, right? And hydrogen atom is also increased by 2. Now see the number 2, 2. 1 1 3 3 2 2 2 2. Now this is balanced. That means number of atoms on the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms on the product side. So your final balanced equation is Na2CO3 plus 2HCl gives out 2NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Right? This is your final balanced equation. Now let us see the fifth equation of this question. So our fifth equation is KClO3 gives out KClO4 plus KCl. Let us write it here. KClO3 gives out KClO4 plus KCl. We have to balance this equation in the similar way. So first of all, you have to draw the table. Make 3 sections for elements, reactants and products. In the element section, you have to write the symbol of the given elements, that is potassium, chlorine and oxygen. And on the reactant side, count the number of the atoms of given elements. So it is 1, here also 1, then chlorine 1. In the product side, the potassium is 2, not 1. See, 1 here and 1 here. So it is 1 plus 1, that is 2. And in chlorine as well, 1 here, 1 here, so it is 2. And oxygen 3 here and 4 here. Okay. Now we have to balance this. In the reactant side, chlorine is 1, whereas in the product side, chlorine is 2. So we can multiply this by 2. So it becomes 2. Okay. In the reactant side, chlorine is now 2 because we have multiplied the potassium. We have multiplied the potassium with 2. So the chlorine is also automatically multiplied, as well as oxygen is also automatically multiplied. Okay. Now, oxygen atoms are not balanced. Here it is 6, whereas in the product side it is only 4. So what we can do here, we can simply multiply this by 3. Let us simply multiply this by 3. If we multiply this by 3, in the product section, how many K's are there? Means how many potassium atoms are there? 3 plus 1, 4. In the product side, potassium atom becomes 4, right? And in the reactant side, potassium atom is still 2. So we can multiply this by 4. I am writing this new equation for you. For example, we have multiplied this whole compound by 4. So KClO3 gives out 3 KClO4 plus KCl. Now count the number of potassium atoms first. Okay, so the number of potassium atom is 4 in the reactant side, and in the product side it is 3 plus 1, that is also 4. In the reactant side it is 4, in the product side it is 4. Now count for the chlorine atoms. 4 on the reactant side. Chlorine atoms are 4 on the reactant side, and chlorine atoms are 3 here and 1 here, 4 on the product side as well. Now count for the oxygen atoms. 4 into 3, 12. Oxygen atom are 12 in number on the reactant side, as well as 3 into 4, that is 12, 12 on the product side. That means this is your final balanced equation, right? So this is how we can balance the given equations. I hope आपको ये balancing थोड़ी भी समझ में आई होगी. We gonna practice more and more of these types of equations in the upcoming sessions. Till then, stay tuned. Take care. Bye.